What's going on, you all? Coach Reese here, Prophletics Fitness, coming to bring you an impromptu video which was inspired by a comment that one of my clients left under their video. They said that they fell and they hurt their hip and they pretty much lost balance in one of their legs. So that prompted this video right here. Single leg exercises to improve your stability and to even your strength in both of your legs. Before I get into this content, you know what to do. Like, comment, share, subscribe, turn on your notification bell, and the rest will be history. Listen, if you love to work out like I love to work out, then you know good and well that a lot of the leg exercises that we do are on a bilateral basis, meaning that you work both legs at the same time. Exercises such as the trap bar deadlift, the barbell squat, the leg press. If you sit down and do the leg extension, you are encouraged to work both legs at the same time. The same thing on the hamstring curl or even a calf raise machine. All of those exercises make you use both of your legs at the same time. What's not expounded on enough is unilateral, one leg at a time. Unilateral exercises. They are highly important. What you're going to find out once you begin your unilateral leg training journey is that you have one leg that is A, either stronger than the other, or B, has more stability than the other, or A and B, it's stronger and has more mobility than the other and more stability than the other. So what you need to start doing, and what I encourage you to do, is to start working your legs twice a week. Am I saying to negate your bilateral leg work? Absolutely not. What I want you to do is focus on your bilateral work on one day. Let's say in my gym, Monday is the first leg day. Thursday is the second leg day. When we come to Thursday, that's when we focus on the unilateral leg exercises. So I'm going to give you a few unilateral exercises that you could do at home. Another thing I'm going to do for you right now is to make sure that I do this with no weights. The reason I'm doing it with no weights is A, for individuals who work out at home. People who don't want to go to a gym or can't afford a gym membership, you can do this right at home. And B, those of you who want to go to the gym and do go to the gym and would prefer not to use weights. So I'm going to get right into these exercises. Let's get started. I'm excited to shoot. Let's go. The first single leg exercise that I'm going to cover is called the Bulgarian split squat. Now, I don't know if a Bulgarian actually created it or had anything to do with the birthing of this exercise. However, if you did, thank you, because it is a demon. So let's get into it. For those of you at home, what I have here is an aerobic stepper, pretty much used in your cardio classes and high intensity classes. So if you want to follow along with us, find maybe a 1-foot apparatus to elevate your foot on. So let's get right into it. What you're going to do is elevate your back foot and you're going to take your front foot forward. Now, when you do this, the object is to make sure that you go down stretching the back leg, which is elevated. So my right quad is going to feel the stretch as I go down, and I'm going to press up with my lead leg. As such, I go down and I'm up. 1, down, up, 2, down, up, 3, however many I'm going to do. So here's a key secret for you individuals. Listen, who don't know how to develop your legs evenly. You have to make sure you do the same number on both sides. So I just did 3 on the left leg. When I do the right leg, which is the right leg doing the work pressing up, I have to make sure I hit that 3 even. So I control it. You don't see me going with any speed. 1, control, 2, stretch down with this leg, press up with this leg. 3, notice I still have a slight bend in my front leg. Reason being, you don't want to lock out. When you lock out, be it on leg lifts, upper body lifts, any lift, what actually happens is you let your muscle disengage from the activity that you're doing. Remember that lifting is a stretching and squeezing process. So the squeezing process is actually accumulated at its max at about a 90 to 95% extension. So don't lock out. Go down and come up. Remember, do the same amount of exercises on each leg. What I prefer you guys do as far as this one is 3 sets of 10. I don't mean 3 sets of 10, 5 by 5 per leg, because 5 plus 5 gives you 10. No. What I mean is 3 sets of 10 per leg. So if you do 10 on this leg, you're going to do 10 on this leg, and then you'll take a 45-second to 1-minute break, and then you come back, you do 3 sets of, you do 10 on that leg, 10 on that leg, another break, 10 on that leg, 10 on that leg, and then the final break. That's going to give you your Bulgarian split squats. A very great exercise for unilateral development. The next exercise is simple. It's called a step up. So with a step up, we're going to use our same apparatus that we have right here. Make sure that it's strong enough to carry your body weight. All right, so what's going to happen is with a step up, I'm going to place one of my legs up here and make sure that your whole foot is on there. Don't heel it. Make sure that your whole foot is on there. And when you pick your body up with a step up, what you're going to do is make sure that you pause for a moment at the top of the step up and let this leg hang off the back. You'll see a lot of people do step ups like this, right? You'll see them put this second foot up here. And with that second foot going up there, that's pretty much disengaging the stability factor that you're aiming for. You want that leg to just pretty much hang dead. And this is what I mean by step ups. So what I'm going to do is pick my body up with my front leg, let it hang down, up, let it hang, up, let it hang. Notice that I am not going fast, and notice that I'm also giving myself a slight pause up top, because what you're about to see, a personal, not necessarily flaw, but deficiency on me, is that my right leg does not have the same stability as my left leg. And I want to make sure that I focus on developing that stability. So I want to get up there and get the shake and quake on, because that's where I know where my work needs to take place. So right leg, up. You saw me shaking already. Up. Up. Same scenario, sets and reps. 3 sets of 10. 3 sets of 10 per leg. For those of you who need it in layman's terms, that means 3 sets of 20. You split it in half, okay? Embrace the fact that you have uneven legs. Embrace the fact that one's stronger. Embrace the fact that one has more stability. That's the entire purpose of doing this. When you fall, you don't get up both limbs at one time. You get up one limb at a time, and if one side's weaker than the other, then you're going to have some serious issues, especially as you age. So let's embrace this unilateral training. Let's get into the next exercise. This next exercise is one that everyone loves. It is called the static lunge. You've seen people do walking lunges, and they're cool and all. They're great for development. However, I favor the static lunge because it forces you to work that one extremity over and over and over again until it gets right, and then you go to the next extremity. So I'm going to turn to the side as I perform a static lunge. So you take 1 foot forward and 1 foot back. The mistake that a lot of people make when I see them static lunge or try to start to static lunge, the main mistake that I see is they try to go with the heel down. There is no human way, because as you go down, the heel has to elevate. So in order to get maximal mobility, you go up on the toe. So the toes up, body's forward. The objective is to make sure that you make 2 90-degree angles. You're going to see me do it now. Once again, I'm going to stretch down with this leg. As I go down, boom, right there. 1 90-degree angle there, the second 90-degree angle here, and then I'm going to press up with the front leg. Not locked out. That's locked. Here, 90 to 95%, right? Down, up, down, up, down, up. You're going to make sure you do your 10 on that side. To do the opposite side, guess what is the most simple thing that you have to do? Turn around, because your feet are already in place, right? The heel's up, it's not on the ground, and I'm already ready to go. Down, up, down, stretch with the back leg, up. Notice I'm keeping my torso lined up with my hips, down, up, down, up. There are certain cases where your knee will go over your toe and your body will tilt slightly over your lead leg, but that is not where we're at in life right now. Stick to the basics. What's our number? 3 sets of 10. 10 facing this way, 10 facing this way, 1 minute break. 10 facing this way, 10 facing this way. You get the idea, right? Make sure you do them. I'm going to give you one more exercise. Let's get right into it. Fourth and final exercise, side lunges. So what's going to happen is we're going to take our feet just as wide as we did when we just did our static lunges, right? What we're going to do is actually shift our weight over one leg and press up forward. Here are key details that you need to understand when you're doing this exercise. Let's say I'm getting ready to do my side lunges on my left leg. Do not turn your toe outwards, even if you naturally walk like this, because what happens is your knee follows the guide of the toe. So if my knee is here, you see how my body wants to travel outward? What I want to do is turn my foot straight forward, because what's going to happen now is my knee travels forward. As it travels forward, I'm able to sit my weight and shift it over to that leg. As this leg is pointed forward, this leg is to remain straight. Also, going down with this leg means that this foot is able to roll up on the toe and give me that shifting balance. You see how I'm able to shift my weight this way? And what I'm going to do is keep my chest forward facing you, sit down, press up. 1, 2. As such, 3, when I go down, you see my toe goes up. That gives me grace and mercy to make sure that I'm able to sit down. 5, and put the weight on that leg. When I switch legs, you see how my toe is pointed here? What do I need to do? Point it forward. Over here, this one rolls on the heel, so I can shift my weight down to that leg as such. So let's get into it. I did 5 over there. Got to do 5 here, baby. Let's go. Down. 1. Good. 2. Right there. Control. I'm not racing. I'm not going fast. And 5. Those are the exercises. So guys, there you have it. 4 exercises for your unilateral development. Remember, these exercises are to encourage you to make sure that you make sure that you're evening your strength on both of your legs and that you're actually working on your stability in both legs. Do not get frustrated at the fact, because it's a fact for each and every single one of us, that one of your legs are naturally going to be stronger than the other leg. Get over it. Get past the ego. Get to work. Work on these. For those of you who are a bit more advanced, you can put dumbbells in your hands. Don't go super heavy and egotistical on the dumbbells. If you start out with 0 weight, grab 5s, grab 10s, grab 12s. Don't start jumping up, grabbing these 20s and 25s and 30s just because you saw someone on the internet do it. Listen, that's a good way to get hurt, especially when it comes to single leg stability exercises. Stability is very important, especially as we age. For you younger watchers of mine, go ahead and do it now so you don't have to correct the deficit when you get older. All right? Listen, I enjoyed shooting this content for you guys. Like, comment, share, subscribe. I hope that you enjoyed this content. Turn on your notification bell, and I'll catch you in the next video.